Yo, what it is, gang? I say, yo, what it is, gang? It's KK on the check-in for KK's Corner. One more time, just because you know I'm representing the one and only Revolt, shout out Revolt Podcast Network. It's KK on the check-in for KK's Corner. ATL, what it do? Chicago, what it do? Miami, Houston, what's happening? Look, y'all, we got a very, very special episode packed for you today. But before I dive in, you know I got to start off with a story time. I love to connect to my audience. You know what I'm saying? Look, I think today I just want to talk about like the story of progression and not really rushing yourself when it comes down to things. Like, I know we in a time of, and I really talk to all my content creators when I say this, because I know we in a time of make the content, you got to go every day. But let me explain to y'all why I failed Vlogmas. If you really subscribe to KK's Corner and really tuned in, you know that I tried to do vlogs where you wake up and vlog every day for the month of December, 25 days straight up until Christmas. And I was doing decent the first couple of days, but I fell off because, I ain't gonna lie, it's hard doing that every day. And I had to really give myself some grace and not be hard on myself. Like, so when I talk to all my content creators out there, I just want to say, like, try to stay as consistent as possible, but sometimes you got to fall back for a reason. You know what I'm saying? Like, me personally, I fell back so I can take the time to buy my 2 new cameras so I can make sure when I start back shooting my podcast for Revolt in January, I was perfect. You know what I'm saying? So I really fell off from Vlogmas because I started working more so I could get my stuff together. So sometimes it's okay to fall back from your craft to work on what you got to work on so you can come back 2 times harder. Because now I know y'all looking at the quality like, yeah, I know. You know what I'm saying? So that's my story time for today, y'all. We're going to go ahead, get into this podcast episode, man. I got a very, very special guest today. Y'all know KK's Corner is a brand for influencers by an influencer. So my influencer of the day, the 6th Mr.CAU, the producer, the entertainer, the host. We got the one and only Zeke, man. Zeke, how you feeling, my brother?
KK, what's up with you, sis? Man,
what's up?
Hey, man, what it do? Let me go ahead and do my little one.
You know, go ahead, pop it one time. Pop it.
It is the 6th man, the best man, the only man, Mr.CAU University, man. Ezekiel Steve's in the building, man. Hey, man, I'm so grateful to be with my sis, man, KK, man. We've been rocking since 2021, ain't it?
Yeah.
It's so easy.
It's KK on the check-in for KK's Corner. Happy New Year. It's 2025, y'all. We on new waves, new vibes, and new motion. Speaking of new motion, man, look. Let me tell y'all about the coolest clothing brand started in Chicago, Illinois, Lost in the Stray. Founded always since 99. Now, look. 99 plus 1 penny, that's 100, man. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta keep it 100 when you got on that Lost in the Stray. And as y'all know, in KK's Corner, they are the official sponsor. So I got that pack in the mail. Think I gotta show y'all real quick, man. Make sure y'all visit lostinthestray.com to grab y'all some merchandise. And if you a guest on KK's Corner podcast, you get a shirt for free. Hold on one more time, because I know y'all love free. Y'all love a good deal. I say, if you a guest on KK's Corner podcast, you get some Lost in the Stray merchandise for free ski. Free 99, y'all. So let's see what we got right here, right now for all my new guests on that new pack in the mail. Woo. Oh my God, y'all. I don't even know if I want to really open the pieces. You know what I'm saying? I think that y'all just need to tune in to every episode of KK's Corner and just see what I get. Because Lost in the Stray did not come to play. Oh wait, if you're really interested to see more, make sure you visit www.lostinthestray.com right now to purchase your own shirt, man. Look, founded our way since 99. Chicago black-owned brand. It's KK on the check-in. Make sure y'all get y'all some Lost in the Stray, the official presenting sponsor for KK's Corner podcast. Let's get it.
Yes, man. This been a minute. It's been a minute. Let's do it.
Yeah, I feel like I done watched this man grow up so much, y'all. Like, it's so crazy just sitting here next to you filming this podcast, because it's like we both done grown and matured so much over the years. Like, it's just crazy to see the growth in both of us. Like, I was watching you host the other night. I'm like, man, time just go by so fast, bro.
Yeah, bro. Like, we really just sat there and just like chimed in, you know, and it's just all about aura, just the vibrations of like how everything works, you know what I'm saying? Like, at the end of the day, like, I feel like when we work together, that's why I'm like, bro, like when we work together as hosts, it's such a vibe because it's like a feed off energy. No matter who's going on first, no matter who's closing out, the party always gonna be on 10.
Facts.
Regardless.
Facts.
Because we both funny, we both got the energy. So I always enjoy partying and hosting with you, man.
Yeah, I have fun. Yeah, every time.
And seeing you grow, man. Oh my gosh, man. Like I couldn't believe it, bro.
Cause I'm gonna be honest, when I first heard Zeke on the mic, man, somebody grab the microphone. I ain't gonna lie. But nowadays, boy, he doing it nowadays. I'm looking at him at what was we just had? Opium, like, yeah, he doing it nowadays. You got the oil, the sauce, the sound. He doing it now. You know what I'm saying? So I got to give your flowers on the growth for that because I was definitely proud of you. I was thinking that the other night, so I don't know if I had a chance to tell you. So before we dived in, I definitely wanted to give your flowers on that one for sure.
Appreciate you.
So look, I love to start KK's Corner with 3 would you rather questions.
Okay.
So you got to answer off the top of your head. Can't even think about it.
All right, let's go.
You ready?
Let's do it.
All right, so would you rather host an event at Clark or host at the club?
Host at Clark.
Host at Clark, I bet. Would you rather be single or be in a relationship?
Be in a relationship.
All right, for sure. We got a lover boy in the building. Lover boy entered the chat.
You feel me?
Yeah.
I'm a lover boy.
Would you rather cook at home or go out to eat?
I love cooking, so I'm cooking at home.
Yeah, I'll be seeing you with the different recipes on Instagram too. Like, I wanted to ask you, like, who taught you how to cook, or did you just always have it in you?
So my mom taught me how to cook. My step pops, he taught me how to grill. So I had best of both worlds. And it really just came like I started cooking at 5 years old, and it was just like trying to master noodles. Like once you start mastering basic stuff, you can elevate every time. So I mastered making noodles. I mastered making eggs, and then my big meal that I had to perfect that my mom taught me was fried chicken. Like,
oh snap!
So when I learned that, it was just like, oh, sky's the limit. I'm about to cook. So she gave me all her recipes. I watched her cook all the recipes, and I think by the time I turned 14, 15, that's when I mastered her recipes, and like, you know what I'm saying, I'd start tweaking them. Yeah. And when I start tweaking them, she would be like, this tastes better than my food. Why it don't taste like that when I make it? I'm like, I don't know, man. I do a little something a little different. But yeah, I love cooking, man.
You up in the kitchen like South Bay. He said a little dash of this, a little dash of that.
Yeah. Little dash of that, little dash of this, man. You know what I'm saying? And you know, and it really just all comes from like, cooking was my first love before film. Like before filming, cooking was my first love. Like I fell in love with cooking. Just, you know what I'm saying. I had Chopped on my TV. I had Hell's Kitchen. So all I did was just watching cooking shows. Like that's what I was obsessed with at first. And then, you know, getting older, learning about health, learning about different foods and what different things come from. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And then especially learning about being at Clark Atlanta University enlightened me on our heritage of food. You know what I'm saying? Like the difference between a sweet potato and a yam. I didn't know that. You know, now I know. You know what I'm saying?
So what's the difference though? Hold on, he just cut me off with that way. So like, please educate the guests and let me know something too. You know what I'm saying? When in Africa there is a plant, it's a yam. It's like, you know what I'm saying? It's sweeter. It has more flavor to it, right? Sweet potato, on the other hand, that's grown in America. So when our ancestors came to America, sweet potatoes was a remembrance of what a yam was. So that's why you hear people say, oh, you know what I'm saying, I love sweet potato, whoop, like sweet potato pie, this, that, and third. Sweet potatoes was a remembrance of where we came from. So, and then throughout time, after, I would say like during the Civil War, like after the Civil War or something, when they made sweet potato pie became a significance of freedom. It became a significance for our people to remember, you know, through the dark days, through the harsh times, this is what we have. Don't never forget where you come from. Facts. But the Northerners, they had made pumpkin pie to contrast, to let them know like, hey, this is what we got up north. So it just that's where the sweet potato pie, pumpkin pie comes into. And sweet potato pie, that's why people love sweet potato. That's why we love sweet potatoes, because it reminds us of a yam. That's why we have candy yams. Free game. I say he giving free game on KK's Corner.
Shout out to Dr. Black, man.
Yeah, shout out to Dr. Black, man. We giving free game on KK's Corner. So look, So for those who don't know, man, where you from?
Oh, I'm from Saginaw, Michigan, man. North
Okay.
side. North side, Saginaw, Michigan.
Okay, look, he like, yeah, Michigan in the house.
You know
okay.
what I'm saying? North side.
Yeah, so you gotta open up to us a little bit. Tell us, how was your life growing up?
Oh man. Growing up, I ain't gonna lie. Like, North side is a very, very dangerous place. Like, it's very dangerous. Like, I'm not gonna front. Like, you know, my mom raising a son in Saginaw, like the dangerous part of Saginaw, like you had to be 10 times tough. Like, so my mom made sure I was 10 times tough. And you know what I'm saying? She always kept me under her reps, under her fingers.
Yeah.
You know, I seen stuff that I shouldn't see as a kid. You know what I'm saying? Like, dude, like, I remember my childhood friend, like, he lived in the building behind me, you know, and he got shot. And I saw that. Like, I couldn't.
Face to face, you seen your childhood best friend get shot?
I didn't see him face to face, but I remember hearing the shots, and I remember walking up, and I seen the blood. Like, I remember that. That's so tough. I remember that. I remember, you know what I'm saying, seeing people come into my house and rob us. Like, I remember that in the middle of the night. Like, it was stuff like that I saw that, you know what I'm saying, I wish I didn't see, but that's North Side. That's reality.
How was that feeling, though? So you in the house.
Yes.
And you waking up in the middle of the night to somebody breaking in.
Man, like,
you gotta give us a story time on that.
Okay, I got you. So, as a kid, I wasn't a heavy sleeper.
Okay.
I always sleep to the TV. So, Disney Channel, pretty much.
Okay.
So I'll sleep to that. And my mom at the time, she always slept downstairs. Like, she pretty much slept downstairs. Like, we had 2 rooms upstairs, but she slept downstairs. So, you know, I fell asleep and my TV was loud. My TV was very loud. And all I hear is a boom, 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 boom. I hear like shit breaking. I hear like all this shit. I hear screaming, and I hear, shut the fuck up, shut up, shut up. So I go downstairs, see 2 niggas in black. I couldn't believe it. That shit was crazy. It was scary. Like, I saw 2 niggas in black. One dude had a gun to my mom's head. Like, give me everything. Like, where the shit at? Whoop, whoop, whoop.
Yeah.
And another dude saw me. He was like, ain't this your son? Snatched me up.
Oh.
Like, snatched me up until my mom gave up everything that she needed to give up. And before you know it, they let me go. They slapped my mama upside her head and dipped. Like, and that's when we moved. That's when my mom was like, yeah, we about to move.
Man, you know what? First, thank you for sharing this story with us, because
yeah.
I know it's probably traumatic to think back on that experience, because I can't imagine going through that as a child, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Especially, like, seeing your mom get hurt with it, too, because, you know, I know how close y'all are. Y'all got a good relationship. Facts. That's your best friend, your day one, your everything.
Yes.
You know, she raised you her only son, so I can only imagine how it felt to go through that. So I'm sorry to hear that, and thank God that y'all are alive, and because it could have been worse. Somebody could have been shot. Somebody could have been seriously hurt. You know what I'm saying? So, like, man, how did you deal with the mental of, like, getting over that? Like, do it ever still affect you, and even seeing your best friend body? Like, do that ever affect you?
When growing up, bro, I'm not even gonna front. Like, I just went with the motions. That's one thing. If one thing Saginaw taught me, bro, like, just go through the motions, you know what I'm saying? Figure out another day. Cause honestly, I was just like, I gotta move forward. I gotta motivate myself. I gotta, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was just something bigger. Seeing my childhood friend like that, it just, like, it made me scared of death. Like, it made me scared of death. It made me like that, you know, and then seeing someone break into the crib, it was just like I don't think I'll ever get out of this situation. You know what I'm saying? Then when my mom and I decided to move, when we moved to Atlanta, like, that was like a period where we was like, okay, like, it was enlightenment. Like, you gotta have a different scenery.
How old were you when this happened, to transition to Atlanta?
Oh man, I was getting out of the 2nd grade, going into the 3rd.
So you were still very young, okay.
Very young, very young. You know what I'm saying? We took a Greyhound here. You know what I'm saying? We stayed in my auntie. We was up in Kirkwood. We was up in the Kirkwood area. You know what I'm saying? What was it called? Ivy Park. We stayed in Ivy Park. You know what I'm saying? It's called Kirkwood Apartments now. They done gentrified the place.
They done gentrified the place.
They done gentrified the place, man.
Yeah,
But being there, man, yeah, like just being in Atlanta as a kid, comparing to that to seeing this, it was a quick 360. I couldn't believe it. You know what I'm saying? It went from going through the motions to living in the moment. I started living in the moment now. I start being a kid. I didn't have to worry about growing up fast. I didn't have to worry about trying to be the man of the house. It was just like you're around kids who are genuinely kids. Like I've never seen. Being in Atlanta, this is my first time seeing hood kids play football in the middle of the street. Swear to God.
Yeah.
That was my first time.
Yeah.
That was my first time seeing kids playing in the middle of the street. That was my first time seeing a candy lady, an ice cream truck. Like that was my first time of being a kid, was being in the South. And I enjoyed every minute of it. You know?
And I know it was probably real refreshing because I ain't gonna lie, like my house got broken into when we were younger, but I wasn't there. You know what I'm saying? So I just get home and see the aftermath. You know what I'm saying? So I know like getting out of there and coming here and like you're saying, being around regular kids, like I know that was like probably very enjoyable.
Man, what? Yes, bro. Like being around, and I was a kid that got picked on a lot back in Saginaw. Yes, I was getting bullied. Like
why were they? But why?
Shit, man. Cause it was a lot of things. I wore glasses. So it was either SpongeBob, and dark skin kids, we ain't never got no love. Like, we ain't never got no love, man. They used to call me burnt biscuit. They used to say, you will always win in the game of hide and seek, cause all we gotta do is just turn the lights off and no one will find you. That was that. You know what I'm saying? I had my buck teeth. I had these two teeth right here. Yeah, man. Used to be SpongeBob. Like,
I ain't gonna lie though, but I had like 5 extra teeth on my bottom row. They had to pull it. I had braces for like 5 years. Yeah. Like
I stayed dressed up as like either pretty much like in uniform. Like I always had collar shirts, khakis.
Real church boy.
Yeah, I was really church boy with it. You know what I'm saying? And I got picked on, you know what I'm saying? And then just because my interest, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like I was a movie kid and I was a cooking kid. Yeah. So I'll always bring up like, you got served, stump the yard.
But you was playing football and basketball growing up.
I didn't play football or basketball until I got to Atlanta.
Okay, so I see the transition.
I didn't play nothing. Yeah. I didn't do like, I had interest of basketball. And my mom played basketball. My mom played hoops. Like my mom is a legend in hoops. You know what I'm saying? But I didn't really develop and had a homage of playing football, basketball, or track or anything until I got to Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? And all that aspect just came from just like, bro, like you around kids that want to be kids. You know what I'm saying? And when I got here, no kid bullied me. Because we all looked the same. It was all we all was dark skinned. We all look like burnt biscuits.
Y'all all black. Yes.
Yeah. What, like, bro? Like, if anything, I became like one of the cool kids because I stayed clean. Like I stayed in clean clothes,
looking nice, presented.
I never smelled musty. Yeah, my mom didn't play that. Yeah. Mom didn't play that.
Yeah, but do you feel like being picked on before you moved down here? Do you feel like that broke you down or built up your character?
Built me up.
That's what I'm talking about.
Definitely built me up because you know, I had to end up, you know what I'm saying, being a black man in America, bro. Like you gonna go through bullying in some form of fashion. You know what I'm saying? Whether that be in corporate America, whether that be in higher education, whether that be in the career path you in, you're gonna go through someone either talking about you, picking with you, and that's life. That's life. You know what I'm saying? That's life. Like you gotta move on. Like, so what? They gonna talk. People gonna talk to the day you die. But it's about what you do to impact. Like, are you gonna dwell on it? Like that was one thing I had to realize. Because granted, we moved to Atlanta, but like after like a year and a half, we moved back to Saginaw, and it was like, dang, like. But one thing about it, I had to learn, like growing up, going back to Saginaw, it was just like, you gonna dwell on it or you gonna move on from it. Yeah, and you're gonna capitalize off of it. So ever since then, I just wanted to capitalize off of like, you know what I'm saying? Like I take a lot, like now, you know, I take some things personal. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, you can laugh with me or you laughing against me. Like you like, you know what I'm saying? Or laughing at me. Like you laughing with me or you laughing at me. Yeah. And I be knowing the difference. You know what I'm saying? So with that aspect of things, I just be like, I'm gonna take it personal, regardless. And that's my motivation. That's just be it.
Nah, that's real right there. That's real right there. So look, we got to take it back to that moment in 2017. You know what I'm saying?
Talk to me.
You at Handy Middle School.
How you find out?
You know, you in a play and you playing the donkey.
Yes. Yes.
So was this your first time on the stage?
First off, I don't know. You did your research.
You know what I said? KK's corner. You know what I said?
No, that was not my first time. That was my first time acting. That was my first time No, that was not my first time acting. That was my second time acting. 2016, I had did. Actually, really, realistically, 2015, I was supposed to do another play. I was supposed to do my first play. 2015, I was supposed to do Hairspray.
Okay.
I was supposed to do Hairspray. Mind you, I don't know nothing about Hairspray. I thought it was corny. I was like, and they was like, yeah, we're going to cast you as the black dude. And like, they didn't say that, but they cast me as the character, and I didn't know who it was. And it was a main role, and I was just like, I'm not doing that. So then, the year later, I had did Lion King. I did Lion King Jr. And they played, and I played Bonsai, the hyena.
Okay, how was that?
I improvised majority of my lines. Like I really stole. Like if my mama finds the tape, I swear to God, if she finds the tape and we watch it like from beginning to end, you'll be like, oh, he was a star. Like because I auditioned for Timon and Pumbaa. I auditioned for Timon. Like I really auditioned for that. I didn't want nothing else. And then they was like, you gonna be a hyena? I'm like, I don't know. It sounds a little racist. I don't know. But I'm gonna let it slide because we had.
I'm gonna try it out. I don't know how I feel about it.
Because let me tell you what made it a little racist a little bit in my sense, because we sat there and it was like, yeah, there's a part where, Scar, he feeds the hyenas food and tells them, oh, it looks like y'all don't want to eat lunch. So the play managers and stuff, they thought it was a cool idea if we had chicken and hot sauce. And they threw it on the ground. They threw it on the stage, and we ate it. But everyone laughed though, so it was cool. And then after that, I was like, shoot, if y'all don't cast me as Donkey, this would be the biggest mistake of Handy, period. And they did, they cast me, and I had a ball, man. I had a ball, bro. But even before that, I mean, I did a couple talent shows when I was little. Like I did talent shows in the elementary school, but that was being in middle school was my first time actually acting. So you know what I'm saying.
Okay. So we're gonna fast forward a couple years, man. We're gonna take it to 2021.
Okay.
You at Arthur High School, you know what I'm saying? It's decision day. You make that decision to go with Clark Atlanta University.
Indeed.
You got to tell us like what really led to that decision. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like, even speaking for myself, like when it came down to choosing a school, it was like, man, I'm going to be honest, y'all. No lie. I got into every college I applied to.
I know that's right.
Because I didn't grow up playing sports. I didn't grow up doing nothing but education. Like I was always real smart, always talked a lot, always was like a good test taker and stuff. Like I think that come from not having no siblings, so I'm really just in the crib by myself. So I was really always.
You the only child?
I'm the only child.
Hey, I'm the only child too.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, they said, yeah, I'm the only child. You feel me, bro? So
that's lit. Oh man.
So I felt like I ended up deciding to go to Clark just because I heard it was in Atlanta, and Atlanta had a good name for it and stuff like that. So did you end up going with Clark because your experience of already living in Atlanta, or like what really pushed towards that decision back in 2021?
The number one reason why I chose Clark Atlanta University was because my counselors told me no. They told me I couldn't do it.
Talk to us about that.
Mind you, 2020, 2021, that's COVID year. You know what I'm saying? And my college advisor, shout out to Dr. Harrell, Felicia Harrell, she's the best in Saginaw. There would never be another college advisor like her, period, point blank. I don't care what nobody say.
Give her flowers then.
Facts. So working with her throughout my matriculation at Arthur Hill High School, you know what I'm saying, she was getting me looked at colleges. Like I was getting looked at, like asking to go on college visits, getting mailing. Like I still have a book bag full of all the mail that I got from every college that asked me to come to their school and visit them and stuff like that.
Pop it.
But just that senior year alone, you know what I'm saying, I looked at a couple schools, but the main schools I was looking at, you know what I'm saying, my dream school was always Duke, so I was like, I want to go to Duke. But I started looking at HBCUs. I went from looking at FAM to start looking at Jackson State. I started looking from Jackson State to Alabama A&M. And then before that, I saw Clark Atlanta. I was like, shoot, Clark Atlanta University. I'm like, I've been in Atlanta. My mom, my auntie in Atlanta, my godparents. So I said, shoot, that's where I might be going. You know what I'm saying? So fast forward a couple weeks, my counselors, they like, So yeah, do you have like your top schools that you want to go now? Mind you, Arthur Hill High School is a pipeline school to all Michigan schools. So like if you done well at Arthur Hill High School, your options are Michigan, University of Michigan, Michigan State, Central Michigan, Ferris State, SVSU, and Oakland. Like these are them, and them are big name schools in Michigan. Like them your schools that you want to go to. And then Delta College, that's community college. Like okay, that's a pipeline. So they was like, I said, yeah, I applied to Delta, I applied to Oakland. I got accepted to both of them. Cool. I was like, but I got accepted to Jackson State and I got accepted to Clark Atlanta. Alabama A&M.
Yeah.
They're like, so what you want to lean to? I said, I'm interested in going to Clark Atlanta University. So my counselor was like, how much is the tuition? I said, shoot, about like, what, 35K after A? You know, 35K before A, you know
per semester.
You know what I'm saying? And then I was like, 33K after. She was like, She said, how much would that be for 4 years? I said, shoot, I don't know. She was like, it would be $107,000 estimate, give or take. I said, yeah, okay. Like, what's your point?
Yeah.
She's like, I don't, you know what I'm saying? I think it would be best if you don't take that leap of faith and go all the way down to Atlanta and put yourself in that position of debt. And I was like, why? And she was like, I think it's best if you stay in Michigan and then take your talents to Atlanta after you graduate college. I said, okay. I went back to my mom. I said, Ma, what you think? She said, baby, whatever your dreams is my dreams. Whatever goals you got, them my goals. We gonna rock out. If you want to go to Clark Atlanta, we going. Say less, we going. All
yeah,
right.
I know. Look.
Say less, we going.
Mama said I'm good. So you know what?
Right.
Matter of fact, y'all, I think we're gonna go ahead and go down there.
So when I did my whole decision day, when I did my whole thing,
yeah,
that was it. It was just to tell them, like, you know what I'm saying, I'm taking a risk, and that is the greatest risk I ever took.
Yeah,
it's the greatest risk I ever took.
Yeah,
literally. It was because my freshman year I was turned. Freshman year I didn't care. Like I went from just being a regular kid at Clark Atlanta to getting invited to BMF World Premiere, going to 21 Savage birthday party, going to, this book release and the show release of Fox, our kind of people. Like I was doing things that I was like, I would never imagine doing.
Man, and you know what, y'all? I'm gonna be completely honest. I think that's the beautiful part about college that it pull out of you, because when you get into this environment, you really end up networking and meeting so many people and get invited to so many places, and you really like discover who you are through college. I used to think it was so corny when people would say that, like, oh, when you go to school, you're going to discover who you are. You're going to find yourself as a person. I used to think it was corny until it actually happened.
It did happen, yes.
And it's just crazy. So, like, I really wanted you to speak on your personal journey at college, especially attending at HBCU, being in different clubs, different organizations. Like, how would you describe the college experience? Like, how do you go from being a regular freshman to, like, doing all of this stuff, getting invited places? Like, what's your personal journey like?
Man, I would say growth in ways I could never imagine. I looked at myself, like, to this day, I recorded a lot of things. Like my friends will tell you, like, I record everything. You know what I'm saying? So I go down to my Snapchat, I go down to 2021 August, and I'm like, dang, I've really grown. Like, I've grown so much. And it's not even from, like, just being just an individual or a student. It's really just a man perspective. Like, I've really grown so much. My morals aren't the same. My values, my ethnic codes, you know what I'm saying? How I talk to people, how I treat people, how I operate in certain moves and aspects. You feel what I'm saying? Like, granted, I still got a lot more working to do. But my personal experience, my personal journey being at college, it's ways unimaginable. Like, I went through so many things. Freshman year, it was the enlightenment. Like, it's the warm. Like, welcome to college. You know what I'm saying? Sophomore year, like, it was like, you got to go through something. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wasn't financially enrolled my fall semester. And my teachers kept me in my classes. Like, they, you know what I'm saying? You know how teachers supposed to tell you, like, if you're on this list, you must go to the one-stop shop. Yep. Like, they supposed to say that. None of my teachers said nothing. And I stayed on my brother Rich, when he watched this, he gonna comment down, like, yeah, that's facts. Like, I stayed on his couch for a whole semester. He let me stay on his couch for a whole semester. Mind you, we only met 1 year. It's only been 1 year since me and him been cool, but like me and him locked in, and he was like, as long as you need to, you know what I'm saying? Like I made connections with Dr. Peters, made connections with Dr. Stotts, you know, Director of Financial Aid. Like I'm making connections. Junior year, that's when things started getting real for me. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm starting to host parties. I'm getting booked like this, booked like clockwork. I'm getting booked at parties. I'm doing things like, you know what I'm saying, doing coronation still. I'm being a creative director for Clark Atlanta University Homecoming. And now here we are, Mr.CAU, full ride scholarship. Didn't have a scholarship for the whole 3 years. Now I got a full ride. People doubted you the whole like it's so amazing to see how I am. You know what I'm saying? I got people in my corner. You know what I'm saying? I got people in my corner. I got people rocking with me. I got people living with me. You know what I'm saying? And all I do now is just like pray. Just pray, meditate, and thank God every day that I'm at the position I'm at. You know, and even being here is just a blessing because you've seen people grow as you grow. And you see people shine the way you shine. You know what I'm saying? And all it is just like you just want to give back. You know what I'm saying? And I'm so grateful. I really am grateful for Clark Atlanta. Clark Atlanta has educated me in ways that any other school couldn't, or Saginaw couldn't. You know what I'm saying? That's real. Like, that's real. Like, I had to unlearn everything from Michigan education, Saginaw education, street code, all that, and then relearn it coming to Clark. Like, I had, like, Dr. Black, everything that I just taught, all that. That's Dr. Black, Dr. Greer, Dr. Bass.
They were like mentors to you.
Yeah, Mr. Kendrick.
Oh my God! Shout out Mr. Kendrick.
Marcus A.
We
Kendrick.
love Mr. Kendrick.
Marcus A. Kendrick.
We gotta give
Jr.
your flowers right now,
sir. Without him.
What's your message to him?
Without you, brother.
Man.
Without you, pops.
Man.
OG. I call him. We you know what I'm saying? I'm like I say he Uncle Phil, I'm Kobe. You know what I'm saying? He Phil Jackson, I'm Kobe Bryant. You know what I'm saying? He put the plays into play and I just make it happen. He really, if you know, you know. He the godfather of Clark Atlanta University student leadership and engagement. Ain't no moves getting made without that man.
That's the backbone. That's the heart right there,
For
man.
real.
Like, that's really the heart. And he used to, what used to irritate me? He used to always compare us, and I used to never understand it. Oh, he used to get on my nerve. Both of y'all are single children, and both of y'all have similar personality types, and the this and the thing. And I used to be like, bro, get out my face with that. I used to never understand it until I matured and I seen what he was talking about. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like you said, like, college really did, like, help both of us grow up. And I really feel like your transition, like, when you crossed over, like, when you crossed Kappa, I feel like before Kappa and after Kappa, you a grown-ass man. I don't know what happened in that transitional period. Man. I don't know what you can speak on, what you can't. You know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to cross no lines, but if you can share anything, like, about the way your mindset changed with it, because I feel like, me personally, I feel like that's when you change. Man. Like, you've been doing different stuff. You got into hosting. You know, you grow up, you get older and shit. But I feel like that's when you, like, before I seen him Cap, I'm like, Zeke, Les boy. That was his vibe. Yeah. Goofy personality, like little boy. Now it's like you get around him, you like, shit, grown man. Like, you feel the energy. Like, what the fuck changed?
Being around grown ass man.
Being
around grown, like. Just having men that's already been a part of the organization, that's already a part of the organization, that knows the ins and outs of, you know, the world, and talking to them, having conversations with them, being in sessions where, you know what I'm saying, mentorship sessions where, you know what I'm saying, we're sharing ideas. That enlightened me on so many ways that, you know what I'm saying, a lot of you know, not even other people can tell me, or, you know, like, granted, I was raised by a single mother. Yeah. But it was certain things that my mother couldn't teach me. That the men, you know, my pro fights of Kappa Alpha Psi Fraternity Incorporated taught me. You know what I'm saying? And that's something I won't forget. Something I won't regret. You know what I'm saying? And just being a part of the brotherhood, the bond, man, it's amazing. Even though I just started, you know what I'm saying, it's still grateful. Like, I went to my first banquet. How was it? What? I couldn't believe it. I was like, dang. Like, when I first walked in, I thought I was lost. I thought they took me to the wrong place. But then I walked in and then I just kept going. I'm like, damn, like, these are some successful black men, like
Yeah.
successful, educated black men. And then, you know what I'm saying, I'm sending, and I had to do a tribute. I had to do a tribute to our founders. So we eat and we, you know what I'm saying, it's etiquette wise. So my pro like, hey, I want you to meet somebody, you know what I'm saying? So he was like, I want you to meet somebody. So he took me to the front. The front is first 3 tables. They all got white coats. Like white coats. Like if you got white coats, that means you done spent some time. You seasoned. Like you like,
okay, because I'm sure you see my face.
Like white, like you know how they got Hall of Fame jackets.
Okay, now I'm connecting. Yeah, okay, I see what you mean.
Them white coats separates everybody.
Okay,
like them in the front. So I'm talking to them, shaking their hand, letting them know like, yo, you know what I'm saying, Zeke Stevens, Gamma Kappa, Fall 24. You know what I'm saying, Folk Club. You know what I'm saying, woo woo. Hey, yo, you know, 68. You know what I'm saying, G Cap. I'm like, dang, like. So I'm going in the back. I'm like, I got to get where they at.
Yep.
And they successful. Like these are millionaires. Like these are actual millionaires.
So it's really motivational.
Yes, like it's really motivational. That's, you know what I'm saying, just being a part of that just made me motivated. You know what I'm saying. And honestly, I would say, you know what I'm saying, like you say, you know, like grown ass man. Like I felt that way going into when I did coronation. When I did coronation, that's when I was like, yeah, things about to change.
You could feel the change.
I could feel it. It was a shift. Like, I don't know, something about when I got, because I cried. I cried at coronation. You know what I'm saying? I cried before, and I cried on stage. And I was trying so hard not to. But when that crown got on my head and I sat down, I was like, boom. It was like.
Because you think about all that you done been through, your life, your college experience, your journey, the networking, the meeting friends, the losing friends, the girls, the personal growth, the journey, the talks, Dr. Black, Mr. Kendrick. It's like college really do shape you so much. It's really so like motivational. Like it's a crazy thing to go through, especially like when you real involved and real in the scene. And the type of people we always been in the mix, so everybody's experiencing the growth, the ups and downs, the good moments, the bad moments. Like it's so on front scene. Like, so it's just I can only imagine how the feeling was, you know. But you deserve all the good that's coming to you, bro. Like you deserve it all for real. But you got to tell me, was it hard learning how to shimmy the shoulders? Because that just looked like the hardest thing in the world to learn how to do.
No one knows this. But now you're gonna be the first one to know. I started shimmying when I was 16 years old.
Oh, he already knew what was going on. Okay, cool.
I started
Say no more then. He was getting ready.
Arthur Hill High School, we had a little coronation. And they had like, you know, it was like pretty much like a competition, like who's gonna be the homecoming king. So I was hosting that. I was hosting it, whatever. You know, I was MC then. So when I became an MC there, it was a lady. It was a lady there, you know what I'm saying? She was a choreographer, and she was a member of Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated. She was a member of that. So she choreographed all the routines for the kings and the queens that was participating. So the kings, you know what I'm saying, when they popped out, like 2 of them did this. And I was like, oh, that's hard. So they had a little halftime session, you know what I'm saying? They had a little break, and it was a performance. And I was backstage doing it. I'm like,
hold on. Let me try this one time back here.
So then, the day of the homecoming dance, I got a whole video of me actually like trying to do it.
Yeah.
So shoot, my godmom was like, boy, you don't even know what you doing. Like, what you doing? And my godmom, she's a member of Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated. So she
really knowing what's going on.
She like, do your research. I said, huh? She said,
do your homework on.
Yeah, she said, do your research on, you know, Kappa Alpha Psi Fraternity Incorporated. So I said, okay. I went from looking at YouTube to, you know what I'm saying? I was like, shoot, this look easy. You know what I'm saying? But shimmy and shoulders is easy, you know. Just learn the steps. That's where it gets difficult because there's so many steps you gotta get to before you meld and do all this.
Yeah, before you get to that part.
Before you get all, you know.
Yeah, before you get all up in there, getting your groove and stuff. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. So look, man. So you've been MCing for a while.
Yes.
So when did you start MCing? This is like high school. It sound like.
I started MCing events in high school.
Okay.
Shout out to Arthur Hill High School, man. Because I really started doing talent shows then. But I took a break when I got to college. I wanted to host. And I really saw Manny Supreme. Because I was
shout out Manny Supreme.
Freshman year, I was working with YDI. So I was with YDI.
Shout out YDI, man. I host for them boys all the time, man.
Shout out to YDI. So I remember I went to a couple parties, man. I was on the promotion team, you know what I'm saying? So I see Manny, he turned, like he geeked. I'm like, I can do that.
Yeah.
I can do that. So I hit him up one day. I hit the twins up one day. I'm like, yeah, man. I said, I think, you know what I'm saying? You think I can try it out? Woo. Yeah, we can have a call. We can have a conversation. Woo. I'm like, okay, yeah. We never had a conversation. So I'm like, it's cool, it's okay. You know what I'm saying? And a couple party promotion teams later, spring semester, Khalil, the interview. Shout out to Khalil. He's another Detroit native.
My boy, yeah.
He was hosting a party spring semester, and it was Blackout ATL. He was hosting it.
I didn't even know he was a host. Okay, yeah. Shout out, bro.
He was throwing a party. He was like, he was passing them out in the caf. He was like, yeah, man, I'm hosting a party. You know what I'm saying? Come check me. I said, okay. I said, I'll come under one condition. He was like, what? I said, you gotta let me get on the mic, bro. Let me get on the mic one time. He was like, I bet. Be here at 10:30. Woo, woo, woo. So I pull up at Atlanta Production Factory. It was a DJ. His name DJ Juan. Shout out to DJ Juan, man. I turned that bitch out. I turned it out, and we was like, oh yeah, we got our team. We got our guy. Our guy. The week after that, we threw another party. 2 weeks later, we threw like this phone party. Sold out tickets. Sold out the whole venue. And then we threw one more party. We threw ATL Blackout 2. And when we did ATL Blackout 2, that was a sold out. So I was selling out stuff. I was doing it, and that's when it was just like, oh yeah, I can do this, like for real. Like,
yeah, because you having fun, whether you getting experience, you trying different things.
And that whole that timeline from spring semester of freshman year to my sophomore year, that's when I developed the craft and I start watching more. I watched you, I watched Javier, I watched Manny. So I'm watching.
Me and Manny was the only two good examples out that sentence, but for sure. Yeah. but
I'm saying,
but you was watching others around. Yeah, I watched. Picking up
Juice on the loose. Like
but that's what you supposed to do though, because I ain't gonna lie. I watch Manny and I watch DC. Them the only two hosts that I look at and I watch and I'm like, yeah, that's hard. You know what I'm saying?
I didn't watch Fly Guy until now. Granted, I saw him during 2021 Homecoming.
Yeah.
But when I saw I saw Fly Guy like host, like real deal, like a whole party.
Yeah.
It was like 2022. I was at an event somewhere. I don't know. It was for a celebrity, and I saw him do it, and that's when I was like, okay. And I took notes on everybody that I saw. Yeah. I took notes on Juice. I took notes on you. I took notes on Fly Guy. I took notes on Manny. I took notes on everybody. So
that's how you supposed to do it.
I really, and when it was time for me to shine. Shoot, Rich will tell you, this nigga Zeke can't be fucked with.
I ain't gonna lie, because you did it the right way though. Yeah. And this how you know me and Zeke is real. A lot of people not gonna be able to sit on the podcast and really give flowers and be honest about who they was watching. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because that's really the way to do it, bro. And I love like this year of Fade doing it with you because it's good energy. Like,
yeah, man.
I hate when it's time to transition on the mic and niggas be acting like they can't give me the mic. Nigga, if it's somebody time to shine, this is how I feel about it. It's like we on a basketball team. It's like we all the all-stars. So if we the top people, we should be able to be on this stage shining together, passing the mic around and doing our thing without no bad energy.
Thank you.
No host should be like,
stop being stingy, man. Share the love, nigga.
Yeah, because if you think about it, the thousands of people in the party, they the ones looking at us like we the all-stars. So when the all-stars up there arguing, it's a goofy looking ass bag.
Share the love, man.
So I gotta get your flowers on that because I've always been Tiki closing host.
Yes.
So when I was closing his parties last year and I used to have to get the mic from Javi and it was always an attitude or it was always an issue or it was always like him like, 2 more songs, 5 more minutes. Like, nigga, this is a business where your tab is up and stuff. Like, it don't have to be bad energy. Like, you seen how when you came in Opium, when it was your time, I gave you the mic. Yeah. I got on the other mic, popped it with you for like 10, 15 minutes and I let you shine. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just always love.
And one thing about it, I never had a problem with it. You know what I'm saying? I think the problem is, one thing I always had a problem with, it's a difference between, you know what I'm saying, like, okay, like, let's work together, you know, like me and you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it's a big difference between, you know, I'm little boy and you. I never liked it that when my sophomore year, and I'm not gonna say the party promotion team. I'm not gonna say. I'm not gonna say.
CAU, you got a different title. You ain't got name drop.
Yeah, but they was little boying me like crazy. Like, I'll rock out a party. And they be like, oh yeah, we like what you do. You know what I'm saying? We gonna book you here. Boom, 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 and never get no funds. Or I'll get booked the last minute, and then they won't even tell me that they booked another host on top of me. So now. And then on top of that, they won't even tell me like, yeah, we don't have 2 mics, we have 1 mic, so y'all got to share.
What the fuck?
Like that was some stuff like that would be like some stuff I would be like, bro, you know what I'm saying? Like I'll leave early. Like Rich will tell you, Rich and Mick will tell you, like, bro, it's time for us to go.
Cause I ain't gonna lie, you gotta leave wherever you ain't respected, bro. Like if it ain't like with me, I don't come to an event to host unless I'm booked, and I don't share the mic. Like if it's anybody else talking on my set, it's the DJ. I don't do all that double host shit. Now it's different because we got a relationship, we got a rapport. We done did like it's different. The
and it's
relationship
communication.
is there.
It's communication. Like one thing about it,
and
Tiggy,
I know you know how to host. You know I know how to host. So it ain't nothing weird. It ain't like you a random. You know what I'm saying? Like
one thing I would say, man, shout out to It's For Day.
Yeah, shout out Tiggy.
And shout out Tiggy because one thing Tiggy and one thing Bam, and even Party with Hitter, all being around with them, KK.
I'm sorry. Go ahead. Keep talking. Keep talking. Keep talking, bro. I ain't even.
I'm trying, bro.
I'm smiling for the picture.
No, Tiggy ain't never when it was time to pay up. Tiggy ain't never. Nigga,
oh my God, I love Tiggy.
Tiggy come through every time.
Tiggy gonna make sure you got your money.
Bam came through every time.
Bam gonna make sure you got your money.
Man, people, yes, bro. Like when it was time to, oh yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? Hey, what you? Hey, I make sure like when Opium, after the set of Opium, he's like, look, we're gonna do this, boo, 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 boo. I got you. I ain't got no problem. I ain't never have to question you because I know you gonna look. I know you gonna take care of me. I know.
Yeah,
we ain't got no problem with it. You know what I'm saying? And then and just hosting, bro. Like, and it was a full circle moment this year too because, mind you, like I said, YDI. I didn't host no parties for YDI.
Yeah.
But when they did the block party.
You got on the mic.
I got on the mic. They asked for me, boy, and I was like,
hey, that'd be a good feeling. And I know the feeling because I went through that with YDI too. Like trying to get booked, then you get booked, then they realize you're good, and they start booking you. Like that's my relationship with them.
And the thing was,
I rock with YDI. Shout out them boys.
Yeah, and the thing was, you know what I'm saying. I usually get paid, but they was like, no man, we thought you was gonna do this free of charge, and you know what I'm saying. I'm like, okay, I'm cool with that. Cause it was just the experience that I cared about. I didn't really care, like, you know what I'm saying? Like that full circle moment was worth more than piece of paper. It was worth more than green dollars. It was way worth more. Speaking
of full circle moments, you gotta get into your ebook. So you got this ebook, man. Indeed. Welcome to my world. You gotta tell us like what inspired this ebook? Like how did this come about? I know it's like personal stories in there and everything.
Yeah. So sure. So Welcome to My World, World Poems and Letters from an Adolescent was a compilation of all the notebooks and journals that I had going from 8th grade all the way up to my senior year in high school. I was getting ready to move to Clark. I was getting ready to come to Atlanta. And I was going through, I'm like, Mom, I was trying to find something. I remember. And she's like, it's in that red Tupperware. Now, this red Tupperware is so crazy about this red Tupperware was Now, I've been through a lot of things with this red Tupperware. This red Tupperware was given to me when I was in a homeless shelter, and it was full of toys. It was that. Aww. And I remember when I moved out that homeless shelter, and I put it in my room, I had wrote on a Sharpie, time capsule. Open until you're ready to go to college. I remember. I put it in there. Open it up. Every journal from 8th grade, like all the way up till I was a senior, I had every journal. And it had poems. It had stuff about, you know what I'm saying, when I got cheated on. It had stuff about when, you know, my letters to my father. It had so many things like I had in there. Even had pictures of my friends. Like it was just like, okay. So, because at first I was gonna do I'm gonna do a children's book first. Then I'm gonna do like a little young adult teen book, and then after that I'm just gonna go into like, you know what I'm saying? I have plans. He was like, it's time for you to write this. So I wrote it. I took all my notebooks. My roommate at the time, he was like, you know what I'm saying? He'd be like, what, you still up? I'm like, yeah, man, I'm writing. I'll write 2 chapters a day. I was writing 2 chapters a night. Like 2 chapters a night. And you know what I'm saying? It took me back to a place, you know, sometimes when I was writing those chapters, it took me back to certain places where I wish I didn't go back to. But it was like, it needed to be done to get the full thing of like that last half of my book. That's where I start pouring out real tears. Like I poured out that last part of my book when I started talking about my father. I started talking about my grandma. I started talking about, you know, the girl of my dreams. I started talking about my god sister. You know what I'm saying? Like I started talking about things like that because those things really matter. And those things really hit home. You know what I'm saying? Before the book, you know what I'm saying, that's something like, okay, I got poems, you know what I'm saying? That's something that you can reflect on. That's something that, you know, that can you enlighten yourself and empower yourself on. You know what I'm saying? Then when it hits that middle mark where it says revelation, that means, oh, it's about to get real.
Yeah.
It's about to get real.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So Welcome to My World, World Poems and Letters from an Adolescent is on Amazon, and it's on Barnes & Noble's press. You know what I'm saying? Second book coming out soon.
What was the hardest part about like getting that book really publicized and getting it on Barnes and Nobles and getting it on Amazon? Like, open up to us about that process, because like you done really did the thing, and I gotta give you your flowers, bro. Like, I'm proud of that. I'm really proud of you, bro. I'm happy for you. Like, how was that, like, for real?
Ooh, child. Ooh, child. I would say the hardest part was timing. Because I was so eager to just drop it as soon as I got done. I was like, I'm ready to drop it. I'm ready to drop it. Now, mind you, I finished writing the book in December. I finished writing that book in December, and I held out, and I waited until February 24th. I wanted to do it for Kobe. I did it for on 24th. I did it on 24th. So I was like, sure, I'm doing it on 24th. You know what I'm saying? Shoot, that's fine with me. You know what I'm saying? But that was the hardest part. And then I think that was the year I did everything planned. I did it strategically. I got my LLC.
Yeah.
Big Bands LLC. I got that so I can have publishing. Because I felt like I could have had the manuscript. I could have sent it to, you know, any big corporate book company in the world, you know what I'm saying? But I didn't know if I would get my money back. I didn't know if I would get my money back in full. So I decided, do my own LLC,
Facts.
Get my own publishing,
Facts.
Get my money back,
Facts.
and just do it all over again. And
Facts.
that's what it is. So like when you go on Barnes & Noble's press, it'll say Big Bands Publishing, Big Bands LLC. Like it'll say that, like, and you know what I'm saying, with the little C and incorporate, like it'll say all that.
Yeah.
So it's like, dang, like it feels good. Like I did that all my freshman year. So I think that was the hardest part, just timing, just all about timing, being strategic with it. You know, now I'm working on the second book. And this is for my god brother EJ. EJ, that's my mini me. Like when you see me, like, okay, but when you see him, you be like, oh my god, is that him? Is that
a little Z?
So now he you know, he's about to go into middle school, and you know he's gonna need things where his other men won't be able to teach him, especially about this next transition in his life.
Yeah.
So it's important for me to get this book out to him, because this is something that will last him from middle school, going into high school, going to college. You know what I'm saying? And this won't even be for just him, but it'll be for other black men as well. You know what I'm saying? Like, you from Chicago, you know what I'm saying? That we cousins, Michigan and Chicago cousins.
Tell them again, pop it.
Michigan and Chicago is cousins.
Pop it,
you know what I'm saying? Hey man, I'm coming to Jerk 48 real soon. Don't worry about it. I'm coming to Harold's Chicken. Gotta get the 10-piece with mild sauce, drinks all up. Hey, matter of fact, I'm sorry to get off topic, but what? You went to the Harold's Chicken over here in Old Nat?
I ain't gonna lie, I only had one Harold's Chicken out here in Georgia. I went to the Harold's by KSU, and surprisingly, it did taste just like home. It was good.
I ain't go to the one by KSU though. I gotta go to that one.
Yeah, because I was feeling biased. I didn't want to try it. I'm like, Chicago food in Atlanta, but the Harold's and the JJ taste just like at home, so I had to get over myself. Like, it was actually fine. You don't like it. So look,
okay, bet.
I got two more quick questions for you before we get up out of here.
Let's do it.
One, what's one thing about you that people don't know that you want them to know? Like something that they wouldn't even expect.
All right, we just took a right. We about to take a hard left. We about to take a hard left. I committed suicide. I almost committed suicide.
Really?
Yeah.
Really? What was this?
I tried to commit suicide twice.
Damn.
Oh my God.
God, so you just don't die.
Yeah. So senior year, I tried. I have a history of, like, so I got hit by a car. So when I got hit by a car, I had a history of back spasms.
That boy, life bless, you still here.
What? Yes. So I had a history of back spasms. So I had medication. This medication, let me tell you something. These muscle relaxers was so strong. You can take two. And you will feel like you're on cloud nine. You'll feel like it does just as much as marijuana. For real. If you get the right medication. So I was going through a lot. You know what I'm saying? I was in a dark room. I was in my room, actually. I was on the floor. I took four. I took 4 muscle relaxers. I took some of my mom's medication. And yeah, I was like, shoot, I'm about to just. I thought that was the safest way to do it.
What was going through your mind? Is it because of all the pain of the car accident, the pressure of life?
Because I got in the car accident in 8th grade, but the pain, the back spasm, the pain of my back, it just carried over.
Yeah.
But what was going through my head at that time was, man, like, you know what I'm saying, like, me and my mom, we still trying to figure out how to get out this, this hole of poverty. You know what I'm saying? We still trying to get out of that. You know what I'm saying? I was dealing with my own personal issues, like the mental stress, because I was working at the time. Then I had work on my mind, trying to get money. I had, at the time I was in a relationship, so I had relationship issues. I had so much going on.
Relationship issues feel so hard when you're young. Oh my God,
bro, what?
It feel like the end of the world.
And then I had school, and then I was dealing with school, so it was like, bro, like, this is stressful. Like, I'm about to go ahead and just cut it. Just cut the door. Just go ahead and close the door right now. Like, I'm ready. Let's do it. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, shoot, that's that. You know what I'm saying? But I woke up. I was like, dang. Like, all right.
So what, you went into a deep sleep and just came back?
I went in. I didn't wake up. Shoot. It was dang near. Like, I really did went into a deep sleep. Like, my mom came in there, had poured cold water on me. Like, she would pour cold water on me.
How long were you asleep for? Do you know?
Shit, I was gone for about I had took the medicine like at 10. Took the medicine at like 10. I fell asleep. I didn't wake up till like 3, 4 o'clock. Like, yeah, it was crazy. That was crazy work. And then this year, this fall semester, I was like, shoot, not even just being on Royal Court. It wasn't even about Royal Court. It was just like, I had so much going on. Like, you know what I'm saying? I was getting into, being, Cap Outside Attorney Incorporated. I was getting into that. I was getting into, writing. I was doing so much stuff. And I was still thinking about, like, I thought about a lot of things, you know what I'm saying? Then I was doing so much, like I'm like this. I'm working. I'm a working clock. You know what I'm saying?
You're really not getting that proper rest. You just on go. So you're stressed and stressed and stressed. I know.
Like, every day, like, they don't understand, like, being social like this, like,
it gets tiring.
Like,
it gets exhausting.
Yes. I gotta talk.
It gets overstimulating.
Yes. It's just so much. And I was like, and then going through that.
Then you got to have a certain look because you're doing stuff for the school, the Mr.CAU and Royal Court. So you got a different type of pressure than the regular life society.
And what's so crazy was I was like, shoot, man, don't nobody care, bro. Like, no one, like, if I go right now, who's to say who's going to be mad? Who's to say who's going to be sad?
So what just stopped you this past fall?
Nothing did, because I really was just like, I pray. And thank you, God. Man, thank you, Jesus. I prayed, and I was like, shoot, I pray you don't let me wake up. I prayed. I had some medicine. I did take some medicine. I tried it again. I took some medicine. This time I took alcohol. I took medicine on top of the alcohol. So I was like, shoot, I pray you don't let me wake up. I pray you don't. Went to sleep. Zeke, huh? Yeah. Come on, bro. We gotta get up. We gotta go to the football game. God dang it.
So wait, who came and woke you up?
My Mr. Junior, man.
Hey, you thought you was out of there. No, boy, these responsibilities still here, boy. Go ahead, get up, my boy.
But I'm so grateful, man, because it was like I didn't fulfill my purpose.
Yeah, it wasn't your timing yet, bro.
My purpose in life, is to change the world one smile at a time. That's why I felt like my purpose is. That's what, you know what I'm saying? And I haven't accomplished that. I have so long to go. Yeah. Like, right now, I'm getting ready for a Mr. HBCU competition.
Hey.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, that's another aspect. I host. That's making people smile. I'm walking every day with this crown on my head and stuff like that and telling this story. Like, that's, you know what I'm saying?
So how do you maintain a positive mental health nowadays when you feel stressed and overwhelmed?
I love, like I said, I love cooking.
Yeah, so that's a relaxing outlet because you just gotta have stress relaxing outlets so you could decompress because we got a lot going on in life. You just gotta be able to decompress and you know what I'm saying, relax a little sometimes.
Love cooking. I love music. I love being in the room and I just watch nostalgic movies. Like I'm a movie head. Like you can ask anybody. I will recite a movie like this, and you'll be like, "What's that movie from?" Like, or like we can watch a movie right now, and you could pause one scene, and I'll be like, "Oh, I know what that scene is. I know what that."
Yeah, you know I know where they filmed it.
Yes, I love watching movies. So I'll watch movies. I'll watch TV shows. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I do. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I maintain my mental health. You know what I'm saying? And you know when I don't feel like talking to nobody, I just talk to God.
Facts.
I talk to God.
Facts. So look, bro. You at the end, man. It's your senior year. In a couple months, you finna graduate, man. You ending off as Mr.CAU. Like, what's next? What's after college? You know what I'm saying? What's the career like? What you thinking about?
Job. Okay, so the career path is, I go back to Tyler Perry Studios, right? You know, I want to go back to Tyler Perry Studios. I send my resume in. You know what I'm saying? So being there, it really enlightened me during the summer, so I'm gonna go ahead and go there. You know, also alternatively, still continue to write. I got about 4 scripts in my hand right now.
Okay.
I got 4 scripts that's finished. Like it's ready to go. Like we ready to go. We ready to shoot these things right now.
Belt to ass.
Ready to go. Like I'm ready. We are not playing these games.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that, and you know, I have been talking to a couple people, as well. You know what I'm saying? Before I get into my career, I want to do one thing, and that is get on a food truck and just work. Travel. I want to travel. Like I want to. That's something I want to do. And I talked to Marcus Kendrick. You know, that's my mentor. Like I said, he has a passion for cooking too. So it's like we have several conversations where you know the food truck, we can find it, put it together, travel the world. Like you know what I'm saying, do different menus. You know what I'm saying. I actually got the inspiration from a movie called Chef.
Ooh.
But. You know what I'm saying? That's that. But I have a lot of ideas.
That'll be fire. You can travel the world, make some money, meet some people, network.
I already got the menu set out. Player. For real.
So look, man, y'all know KK's Corner is sponsored by the one and only Lost and Found, man. You know this is a Chicago-made brand. Shout out Lost and Found. You know, got my custom. He made me a custom KK's Corner shirt. Feel what I'm saying?
Oh, tight.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know.
That's fire. That's fire right there. That's fire.
You know what I'm saying? So we got a gift for you. We got a shirt for you today, man. So this is your shirt from Lost and Found. So I want you to open it up, show it to the camera, give everybody a review, give it a little 1 through 10. Shout out Lost and Found. Y'all can visit Lost and Found website, follow their Instagram, get y'all some.
Hey, listen, shit is Chicago. Hey, I need someone to put me in the right direction to be in Chicago, man. I just watched my boy. Oh man. Hold on
now. Show that to the camera because I haven't seen the shirt.
I might rock this tomorrow. I might rock this today.
Hold on, let me see the back.
I might rock this tonight.
Oh yeah, wait.
Finding our way since '99. That's hard. Okay.
Hello, wait. Pop it one more time. What would you say? What would you say? What
Finding
time?
our way since '99. This tough.
Yeah, you like that, huh?
Hold on. Cross on it. Lost Astray. This is what's the name?
Lost and Astray. The brand is called Lost and Astray. It's established in Chicago, Illinois. You know what I'm saying? It's a black-owned clothing brand. I believe my boy is a cute dog. Don't quote me. Either him or his son. Yeah, him or his son. One or the other. You know what I'm saying? But shout out Lost and Astray. But you like the drip, though.
I like the drip. Hey, listen, man. Hey, I've been meaning to say this too. Chicago, top five best cities in the country.
Yeah.
That's something I gotta come back there. I love Chicago. The food y'all got there is amazing. I won't do no Italian beef and Pepsi. Not doing that.
I don't like dark pop neither. I ain't gonna lie. I don't like dark pop. Give me a Sprite.
What's that one? Uncle Remus. That's fine.
That's on the west side. See, I'm more of a south side heroes type. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Okay. But I would try Uncle Remus. I ain't gonna lie.
I know y'all be eating them crunchy curls too.
Yeah. Gotta get right.
I told y'all.
I be doing my research. He doing a little something too.
Man.
Yeah, man. So look. We finna get up out of here, man. What's one more thing you got to say to the people, man? Your final words. You know, you done gave me a great podcast, a great interview. Before you even say anything, I just want to say, once again, I'm proud of you, man. I'm proud of your growth. It's good to see you go from boy to man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's good to see you go through all the different clubs and organizations and life experiences, and just to sit here and get to know you more and get to know your story and your background. Like, you just an amazing person, Zeke, and your life is really blessed by God, and you got a lot of good things coming your way. I can feel your energy. You really destined for something. I really feel like you're going to be one of the ones when it comes to entertainment and history and black success in the making. If you even just look at from your childhood, all the different plays you've been in and all the different stuff you've been a part, entertainment been around you, being a people person been around you. I know life get hard, and I know you feel the pressures because I'm the same way, bro. I be going through a lot right now. I'm in the process of learning how to fully control my emotions because, you know, as a black female, we struggle with that a little bit more than men. So I'm still like learning that, and I have some days where I stress out and I just don't do nothing, don't talk to nobody, turn my phone off. You know what I'm saying? So I just want to say, I know life get hard, bro, but you doing amazing, and God got a big plan for your life. That's why every time you try to take your life, it ain't work. Some niggas on their first try, they out of here. You know what I'm saying? That's real. So like for real, bro.
But you know what though?
Stay positive, keep your head on the swivel, stay focused.
Yeah, but you know what though? We gonna make it.
Facts.
We gonna make it because one thing about it, you know what I'm saying, KK, you have the work ethic and the aura that not too many people can carry. You understand what I'm saying? Think about everything that you've did. You know what I'm saying? Like you're really one of the ones. Like a lot of people, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people really thought you couldn't do Revolt. Look where you at. You got a Revolt deal. And mind y'all, you fresh out of college.
Mind y'all, at the college, they thought I was just so goddamn ghetto. A lot of stuff they ain't want to let me do.
Yeah, a lot of people
talk about it.
Yes, a lot.
Because you was behind the scenes, so I know you heard all the real conversations.
Yes, a lot of people, man, it was me and I'm gonna say his name, Marcus Kendrick.
Okay, so what happened?
Me and him was fending for you. Like we want you. You know what I'm saying? We like, man, KK, she good, man. We need her. You know what? But the thing about it, you know what I'm saying? Politics. You know what I'm saying? But one thing about people like us, the people that don't change and are authentic, it pays off.
Yep.
So it's gonna pay off. So if I'm at the Emmys, best believe who gonna be interviewing me is gonna be you.
Yeah, we gonna make it to the top together.
We gonna make sure. Yeah. Who gonna be on that red carpet with me is gonna be you.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I can't wait to like host bigger events with you down the line, BET Awards, Rolling Loud, and just really have fun and continue to watch each other grow, bro.
You gonna be one of them ones. When it's all said and done, there's gonna be it's a lot of hosts in Atlanta right now.
Yeah.
But it's only gonna be certain few that's gonna be talked about in the world. I said Atlanta and I said the world. Them two different things.
Talk about it.
There's a lot of ranked right now in Atlanta. Right now that everyone loves and adores. But not too many people love and adore in America.
Yep.
And you're gonna be one of those people in America.
Man, bro, and on that note, it's KK on the check-in for KK's Corner. Yeah. Shout out Revolt, man. If you tuned in on YouTube, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Revolt. If you tuned in on Revolt, man, make sure you stay tuned for the next episode of KK's Corner podcast. Tell everybody on Instagram where they can follow you at, support you, watch the journey, man.
Oh, man, listen, follow me at Fresh Kid Zeke on Instagram, Fresh Kid Zeke. I post cooking videos. I post flicks, me hosting. I do it all, man. Yeah. I post it all. So just come check me out. I'm probably gonna get my YouTube back up too. So
yeah, got to.
You know what I'm saying?
So look, maybe y'all never know. Maybe we'll be lucky enough to get a couple free books to give away on the podcast.
Oh my soul, that's gotta happen. That's mandatory. That's mandatory.
It's KK to check in, man, and we out.
We out.